Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your foundation was making your skin look drier, duller, or even older than it really is? So many women over 80 tell me their makeup suddenly settles, sinks, or loses its glow. The beautiful truth is that you do not need expensive products to look instantly fresher. Today you will discover the best budget foundations that bring back radiance and softness. Stay with me, because the last one surprises everyone. This type of foundation brings back instant softness and glow. One of the biggest struggles women over 80 face is intense dryness. The moment makeup touches the skin, it can grab onto every little line, which makes the face look tired, even when you feel energized inside. Many women tell me they avoid foundation altogether because it seems to exaggerate texture and settle into areas that were never a concern years ago. That feeling can be discouraging, and it can make you feel older than you truly are. The real issue is not your skin. It is that mature skin needs moisture before it needs coverage. Traditional foundations often sit on the surface, which only highlights dryness and takes away that natural radiance you want. When moisture is missing, makeup cannot glide or melt in. That is why a hydrating serum foundation makes such a dramatic difference. The solution is choosing a formula that behaves like skincare while giving you enough evening out to look polished. Hydrating serum foundations blend effortlessly and create a soft, healthy sheen that makes the complexion look alive again. You only need the smallest amount to refresh the entire face. To make it work beautifully, press a touch of moisturizer into your cheeks and around your mouth before applying the foundation. Tap the product gently with your fingers or a damp sponge. Start in the center of your face and work outward so you keep the glow where light naturally hits. If you want extra brightness, add a second sheer layer just on the tops of the cheeks. The benefit is immediate. Your skin looks smoother. Fine lines appear softer. The face looks fresh instead of flat. Many women say they feel 5 to 10 years younger simply because their foundation stopped fighting their skin and started supporting it. That feeling of looking radiant again is powerful. So give your skin the moisture it is asking for and let a hydrating serum foundation bring back that youthful softness you may have missed. This foundation helps soften the look of lines without feeling heavy. Another common frustration women over 80 share is that foundation meant to hide lines often makes them look deeper. You may notice that when you use a fuller coverage product, it looks smooth for a few minutes, then suddenly every tiny crease around the mouth and eyes appears more obvious. That can feel disappointing, especially when you took time and care to get ready. The problem is that many traditional formulas rely on thickness to cover, rather than clever texture to soften. On mature skin, those heavier layers have nowhere to go. As you smile and talk throughout the day, the product moves and collects in fine lines. Instead of a soft veil, you end up with visible makeup, which can take away from your natural elegance and confidence. A lightweight blurring foundation solves this in a much smarter way. Rather than piling on coverage, it uses light reflecting and soft focus ingredients to gently diffuse the appearance of lines. The texture is thinner and more flexible, so it moves with your expressions instead of cracking against them. This keeps your skin looking like skin, which is always more youthful than a heavy mask. To apply it in a flattering way, use less than you think you need. Begin with a very small amount on the back of your hand. Pick it up with your fingers or a sponge and press it into the areas where you see the most texture, such as around the nose, the chin, and the center of the face. Avoid dragging or rubbing. If you need a little more coverage, add it only where necessary instead of all over. The result is a smoother-looking complexion where lines appear softened rather than hidden. Your features stay visible, your personality shines through, and you look naturally rested. Many women say this type of foundation gives them the confidence to enjoy family events, dinners, or outings without worrying about creasing. When you want your makeup to support your expressions instead of fighting them, a lightweight blurring foundation can become a trusted everyday choice. If you are finding this helpful so far, tap like and subscribe. It truly supports the channel and helps more women discover these tips. Stay with me because the last point might surprise you. This option brings back a fresh, natural glow with almost no effort. Many women over 80 tell me they feel their skin looks dull even on days when they sleep well and feel good. Traditional foundation can sometimes make that dullness more noticeable because it evens the tone but removes the light that brings life to the face. This can leave you feeling flat or washed out, which has an emotional impact when you want to feel vibrant. The real reason this happens is that mature skin often needs translucency rather than full coverage. When a product is too opaque, it hides the natural brightness in your cheeks. It also emphasizes areas where the skin has become thinner or more delicate. That is why a radiance-boosting tinted moisturizer can be such a gentle and uplifting choice. The solution is a formula that gives you hydration tint and glow all in one step. A tinted moisturizer blends effortlessly and leaves a soft sheen that lifts the face instantly. Instead of fighting dryness, it works with your skin's natural texture, which makes you look youthful without looking made up. To apply it, simply smooth a pea-sized amount across the cheeks and forehead, then blend outward with your fingertips. You can build it slightly on the high points of the face if you want. Extra brightness. If you prefer a more polished finish, add a touch of concealer only in the areas that need a little help. The benefit is that the face looks naturally refreshed, as if you spent time outdoors or enjoyed a peaceful morning. Many women say this product makes them feel like themselves again, just with a bit more glow and confidence. A tinted moisturizer is perfect for days when you want ease and freshness in one simple step. This foundation gives you flexible control without settling into lines. A common challenge many women over 80 face is uneven skin tone. You may have days when you want a little more coverage, especially around the cheeks or jawline. The frustration comes when medium coverage formulas look perfect for a moment, then suddenly appear heavy or cakey. This can leave you feeling self-conscious even though the goal was to feel more polished. The underlying issue is that many foundations try to give full coverage in one layer. Mature skin does not respond well to thick application because it sits on top rather than blending in. This can highlight dryness and texture, which takes away from the fresh, youthful look you want. A buildable medium coverage foundation solves this by allowing you to apply small layers that melt into the skin. You can start with a very sheer base and add a little more only where you need it. This prevents heaviness and gives you a soft, natural finish that still evens out discoloration beautifully. To use it effectively, begin with a tiny amount in the center of the face. Press it gently into the skin with a sponge or fingertips. Once the first layer is blended, add a second light layer, only to areas that need more evening out. Avoid applying too much around the mouth and eyes because those areas move the most. The benefit is a complexion that looks even smooth and refreshed without losing dimension. Many women feel empowered when they see how natural this technique looks on camera, in photos, and during social events. A buildable foundation is wonderful for days when you want more control and a refined but still soft appearance. Neutral bridge. Next, let us explore a foundation stick that offers precise coverage without the weight. This option gives you targeted coverage exactly where you need it. One concern many women over 80 mention is that their foundation looks good in some areas but heavy in others. Full face application can sometimes emphasize texture around the mouth or eyes, even when the rest of the complexion looks smooth. This uneven result can feel frustrating, and it can make you hesitate to wear foundation at all. The deeper issue is that mature skin rarely needs coverage everywhere. When you apply one consistent layer across the entire face, you may accidentally add product to areas that already look good on their own. That excess product is what settles into fine lines and draws attention to places you want to soften. A foundation stick solves this beautifully because it allows you to apply coverage only where you need it. The texture is creamy and smooth, so it blends easily without dragging the skin. You can brighten dark spots, even out the cheeks, or soften shadows around the nose with precision. This keeps your look clean and youthful. To apply it, place a small dot of product only on the areas that need balancing. Use your fingers or a sponge to tap it gently until it disappears into the skin. Avoid sweeping the stick across the entire face. If you want a little more coverage, build in tiny layers instead of one thick swipe. The benefit is a very natural finish that looks put together but never heavy. Your skin looks like your skin, with a touch of polish in the places that matter most. Many women say this technique gives them confidence because it feels easy and customizable. A foundation stick is a wonderful choice when you want control, comfort, and a clean, youthful look. This foundation helps lift dull or gray undertones for a more youthful look. Many women over 80 tell me their skin starts to look flat or gray even when they feel energetic and vibrant. Traditional matte formulas can make this even more noticeable because they remove all natural shine, which can take away the softness that gives the face life. This can leave you feeling older than you are and unsure how to bring back that healthy brightness. The real issue is that as skin becomes drier, it loses natural light reflection. Without that gentle glow, the face can appear tired or shadowed. A dewy finish foundation corrects this by adding a soft luminosity that lifts the complexion. It gives the effect of light bouncing off the skin, which instantly creates a more youthful and refreshed appearance. The solution is a formula that is hydrating but not greasy. A good dewy foundation melts smoothly into the skin and gives a natural sheen that mimics youthful radiance. Instead of sitting on top of the skin, it blends like a second layer, which helps blur dryness and soften the look of fine lines. To apply it, use the lightest touch. A small amount in the center of the face is enough to brighten the cheeks and forehead. Blend outward with your fingers or a sponge so the glow looks natural and not shiny. If you prefer a more controlled look, you can lightly set the T-zone with a tiny bit of powder while keeping the cheeks dewy and lifted. The benefit is a face that looks awake, rested, and gently illuminated. Many women say this type of foundation gives them a sense of vitality because it brings back the softness they felt they had lost. A dewy finish foundation is perfect when you want to restore radiance and create a lifted, youthful glow. This option keeps shine under control while staying soft and comfortable on the skin. While many women over 80 struggle with dryness, some also deal with unexpected shine, especially on the nose or forehead. This can feel confusing because the skin may be dry in some areas and oily in others. When traditional matte foundations are used to address that shine, they often make the rest of the face look flat or emphasize dry patches. That imbalance can leave you feeling less polished. The deeper issue is that most matte formulas are designed for younger skin that produces more oil. On mature skin, they absorb moisture instead of just reducing shine. This pulls light away from the face and can make features appear harsher. It is not the shine that ages you, it is the loss of softness that comes from over-mattifying. A matte comfort foundation is a much gentler alternative. It controls shine through lightweight blurring ingredients while keeping the skin feeling hydrated. Instead of creating a powdery finish, it delivers a soft satin matte look that feels smooth and breathable. This keeps the complexion even without sacrificing the radiance that looks youthful. To apply it, start with a very small amount and focus only on the areas where shine appears most often. Usually this is the center of the forehead, the sides of the nose, and sometimes the chin. Blend outward lightly so the edges disappear into the skin. If you want to keep the cheeks luminous, skip applying it there and let your natural glow remain. The benefit is an elegant, balanced complexion that looks fresh all day. Many women say they feel more confident wearing this type of formula because it never cakes or settles. It gives structure without taking away softness. A matte comfort foundation is ideal when you want control without dryness and a smooth, refined finish. This foundation helps balance uneven tones for a brighter, smoother look. Many women over 80 notice their skin tone becomes more uneven with time. You might see areas of redness around the nose, patches of sallowness on the cheeks, or shadows near the mouth. When you apply a regular foundation over all those different tones, it can sometimes look muddy or flat. This can make you feel like the product is not working for you, even when you apply it carefully. The real issue is that uneven skin tone needs balancing before it needs coverage. When certain areas are cooler or warmer than others, they create contrast that makes the complexion look tired. A color-correcting foundation solves this by gently neutralizing those tones, so your natural brightness can show through again. The solution is choosing a formula with subtle tint-adjusting pigments. These do not look green or orange on the skin. Instead, they quietly brighten. Sallow areas reduce the look of redness and soften deeper shadows. This creates a much smoother canvas. When the tone is even, light reflects more beautifully, which gives you a fresher, younger appearance. To apply it, press a small amount into the center of the face and blend outward. Pay attention to areas where your tone changes. If you have redness, tap a little extra over that area. If you have dullness, add a tiny bit more to lift it. You do not need heavy coverage because the product is doing the balancing work for you. The finish stays natural. The benefit is a bright, calm, and even-looking complexion without heaviness. Many women say they feel relief when their tone looks unified because it instantly softens the whole face and restores confidence. A color-correcting foundation is a lovely choice when you want to brighten your skin and bring everything back into harmonious balance. This foundation creates an elegant finish with a soft, gentle glow. Many women over 80 want a foundation that looks refined without being too shiny or too matte. You may have tried dewy formulas that felt a little too radiant, or matte options that made your complexion look flat. When the finish does not sit right, it can affect how you feel throughout the day. You want something that feels sophisticated and balanced. The challenge is that mature skin benefits from both glow and smoothness. Too much glow emphasizes texture. Too much matte emphasizes dryness. A satin finish finds the perfect middle ground. It reflects just enough light to give the face dimension while keeping the finish smooth and understated. This brings back a youthful softness without drawing attention to fine lines. The solution is a satin formula that blends easily and sits lightly on the skin. It creates a velvety finish that looks polished and natural. Instead of emphasizing texture, it gently blurs it. This type of foundation works beautifully for everyday wear because it looks elegant in all lighting from daylight to indoor events. To apply it, start with a small amount on the cheeks and blend outward. Use a sponge or your fingertips so the product melts into the skin rather than sitting on top. If you want a slightly more radiant look, you can add a touch more on the high points of your face. Keep the application light around the mouth and under the eyes to maintain a smooth finish. The benefit is a complexion that looks calm, graceful, and softly illuminated. Many women say a satin foundation makes them feel elegant the moment they put it on because the finish looks timeless and refined. A satin finish foundation is ideal when you want a beautiful balance of glow and smoothness for an effortlessly youthful appearance. This option gives you the quickest and easiest fresh-faced look. Many women over 80 want makeup that brightens their face without feeling heavy or complicated. Full coverage foundations can take time to blend and sometimes emphasize areas you would prefer to soften. This can leave you feeling like foundation is more effort than it is worth, especially on relaxed days. The deeper issue is that mature skin often looks its youngest with less product rather than more. When too much foundation is applied, it can settle into fine lines and draw attention to dryness. A sheer skin tint avoids all of this by adding just a veil of color that refreshes your complexion. The solution is a formula that gives a whisper of coverage while keeping your natural skin visible. A sheer tint blends in seconds and brings back a soft brightness that looks effortless. It hydrates, smooths, and lifts the face without covering it completely, which is often the most flattering choice at this stage of life. To apply it, simply warm a small amount between your fingertips and smooth it across your cheeks, forehead, and chin. Tap gently until it disappears into the skin. If you prefer a bit more radiance, add another light layer only on the high points of your face. You can pair it with a touch of concealer under the eyes if you want extra lift. The benefit is a natural-looking glow that feels comfortable and breathable. Many women over 80 say this is the product that makes them feel like themselves again, but a little fresher and more polished. It gives confidence without the heaviness of traditional foundation. A sheer skin tint is perfect when you want a youthful, bright look with almost zero effort. Thanks for watching till the end. If this video helped, please like and subscribe for more. If you found this helpful, I promise the one on screen now will be a game changer for you.